Love the Eagles as much as we do? Then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The NFL world woke up today to a rumor that sounds almost too wild to be true. Yet the whispers are getting louder, spreading like wildfire through locker rooms and sports bars alike. MEKHI Beckton, the towering offensive tackle who had been absent from the league due to injuries and uncertainty surrounding his future, is reportedly making a shocking return, but not where anyone expected. Sources, who prefer to remain unnamed for now, claim that the Philadelphia Eagles have been quietly negotiating behind the scenes to bring Beckton back into the fold, a move that would instantly shake the NFC East and send shivers down the spines of defensive coordinators everywhere. The intrigue lies not just in the return of a player once considered a generational talent, but in the manner and timing of this potential comeback, which seems to have caught even the most attentive insiders off guard. Fans are buzzing on social media, creating speculative lineups and debating whether Beckton can return to the dominant form that once made him a first-round sensation. And the Eagles' front office seems to be playing its cards close to the chest, hinting that something monumental may be brewing without revealing a single concrete detail publicly, fueling the speculation even further. Rumors suggest that the Eagles' plan to reintegrate Beckton could redefine their offensive line strategy entirely, sparking conversations about how his presence might immediately alter the dynamics of both passing and running plays. Analysts are weighing in, with some claiming that if Beckton returns at even 80% of his previous performance level, he could single-handedly transform the Eagles' protection schemes, providing Jalen Hurts with more time in the pocket and opening lanes that have been notoriously difficult to exploit in recent seasons. Meanwhile, conspiracy theories about the timing of this move have begun circulating, with some insiders suggesting that the team may be positioning him strategically for the playoffs, while others speculate it's a bold statement aimed at sending a message to the rest of the league. Philadelphia is serious about contention and willing to take risks that others would shy away from. Fans are combing through every hint, from cryptic social media posts to subtle training camp activity, and the excitement is palpable, as if the city itself is holding its breath in anticipation. The buzz is not just about football. It's about a story of resilience, redemption, and a team willing to embrace uncertainty in the pursuit of greatness, turning speculation into a near-tangible electricity in the air. The historical context of Beckton's career adds even more layers to this unfolding story, given that injuries derailed what many considered a promising trajectory, leaving questions about his durability and long-term potential. Yet, the very notion of his return to a team like the Eagles, known for cultivating aggressive and innovative offensive schemes, invites the imagination to run wild. Speculative chatter revolve around how his presence could unlock previously unseen versatility in their line configurations, potentially creating mismatches that defensive coordinators simply cannot ignore. Every media outlet, from the largest sports networks to smaller, fan-driven blogs, seems to be seizing on every fragment of information, no matter how minor, to craft narratives of what might come. Rumor after rumor accumulates, forming a mosaic of expectation and anticipation, with each report amplifying the previous one, creating a feedback loop where excitement begets more excitement, and skepticism is drowned out by collective hope. Within the locker room, sources suggest a mix of cautious optimism and genuine disbelief as teammates grapple with the possibility of sharing the field with a player whose potential was once so promising yet remained unfulfilled. The narrative seems almost cinematic, blending elements of risk, strategy, and human drama, making the rumor not just a headline, but a story fans are desperate to witness unfold in real time. Adding to the intrigue is the timing of Beckton's rumored return, which coincides with critical stretches of the season where every win matters and playoff positioning hangs in the balance. If true, the Eagles' management may be calculating a scenario where the element of surprise provides a competitive advantage, catching opponents off guard who have meticulously studied game film absent a player of Beckton's caliber. Strategic analysts are now speculating on potential matchups, imagining how his reintroduction could force defensive line rotations, alter blitz patterns, and ultimately shift the balance of power in the NFC. Online forums are buzzing with animated debates, fan polls, and countless what-if scenarios as the rumor takes on a life of its own, transcending traditional reporting and becoming a cultural moment within the football community. This speculation extends beyond mere on-field performance, touching on morale, leadership, and the intangible energy a player can bring to a locker room. Beckton's return, if confirmed, could symbolically represent resilience, ambition, and a willingness to embrace challenges, themes that resonate with fans far beyond the technical aspects of football strategy. Every detail, every insider hint, is being dissected and discussed, creating a rich tapestry of rumor, hope, and anticipation that fills conversations from sports talk radio to living rooms across the country. Behind the scenes, sources hint at a complex negotiation process that has remained shrouded in secrecy, a blend of financial maneuvering, injury management, and personal considerations that could have prevented this reunion from materializing earlier. The Eagles are reportedly exploring innovative approaches to ensure Beckton's return is sustainable, involving state-of-the-art medical evaluations, customized conditioning programs, and intricate playbook integration designed to maximize his impact while minimizing risk. This level of preparation suggests that if the rumor is true, it's not a mere publicity stunt, but a carefully orchestrated strategy aimed at delivering tangible results. Coaches, trainers, and executives are portrayed as working tirelessly to balance optimism with caution, creating a narrative where ambition meets pragmatism in a high-stakes environment. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly monitoring the situation closely, aware that the addition of a player of Beckton's stature, even on a limited basis, could alter draft strategies, trade considerations, and game day tactics. The ripple effects of this rumor extend far beyond Philadelphia, as discussions now involve not only Eagles fans, but the broader league ecosystem, creating a sense of anticipation that is almost electric, feeding the media cycle and giving sport commentators an endless stream of speculation to explore. Finally, the social media dimension of Beckton's rumored comeback cannot be overstated, as viral posts, memes, and fan reactions compound the excitement, transforming the rumor into a cultural event. Hashtags trend globally, speculation threads grow to thousands of comments, and sports personalities weigh in with both humor and analysis, blending entertainment with insight in a way that feels immediate and participatory. The narrative is no longer confined to journalists or insiders. It has been democratized, allowing fans to collectively shape the discourse and even influence public perception of the potential move. The buzz around Beckton is a mixture of hope, skepticism, and fascination, creating a feedback loop where rumor feeds narrative, narrative feeds attention, and attention fuels more rumor. The Eagles themselves have remained tantalizingly silent, offering only subtle hints that keep speculation alive without confirming anything, a strategy that intensifies anticipation. The story, whether fully realized or remaining a tantalizing what-if, captures the imagination of the NFL community, creating a shared moment of collective curiosity and excitement, where every update, real or speculative, feels consequential and historic. As the rumor mill spins faster, speculation about MEKHI Beckton's return is intensifying, spreading from casual fans to seasoned analysts who suddenly find themselves re-evaluating the NFC landscape. Discussions revolve around how the Eagles might integrate him into an offensive line that has been adjusting to injuries, rotations, and mid-season adjustments, imagining scenarios where his size and athleticism could instantly bolster both run blocking and pass protection schemes. Some insiders suggest Beckton could slot into a starting role immediately, changing game plans overnight, while others caution that the team may take a gradual approach, easing him in to preserve longevity and prevent setbacks. The uncertainty itself fuels excitement, creating a narrative that feels almost like a thriller unfolding in real time, where every cryptic tweet, training camp observation, or media leak is dissected for hidden meaning. Fans debate endlessly about whether Beckton's return will restore the line to its peak dominance, discussing theoretical matchups against elite defensive ends and considering how Jalen Hurts' mobility might be further amplified. The buzz has taken on a life of its own, with social media acting as a giant echo chamber, amplifying every fragment of rumor, every possible scenario, and transforming speculation into a collective experience where anticipation is nearly tangible and excitement verges on hysteria, all centered on a single, towering figure whose presence could redefine a team's trajectory. Inside the league, whispers suggest rival teams are scrambling to assess what Beckton's return might mean for game planning, draft considerations, and trade strategies, turning what initially seemed like a simple roster move into a potential league-wide ripple effect. Coaches are reportedly watching film not just of Beckton's past performances, but also of similar offensive linemen in transition, attempting to project his impact with precision, while front offices debate how this sudden variable could alter competitive balance. The intrigue is compounded by Beckton's own narrative, a player once sidelined by injuries, whose talent promised stardom but faced setbacks, and a story now reads as one of resilience, redemption, and untapped potential. Speculation threads online grow increasingly complex, blending performance metrics, historical comparisons, and imaginative what-if scenarios, where every imagined play is dissected and discussed as if fans were running the team themselves. The Eagles' silence adds to the mystique, prompting analysts to fill gaps with educated guesses, anecdotes, and insider chatter, while fans oscillate between cautious optimism and sheer excitement. Visualizing a near-mythical return that could reinvigorate the team, energize the fan base, and redefine Philadelphia's offensive identity for the remainder of the season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors surrounding Beckton's potential reintegration also highlight the strategic chess match between player and team, where negotiations, medical assessments, and conditioning plans are rumored to be as meticulous as any play call. Sources suggest that the Eagles are exploring every possible method to optimize Beckton's performance, from specialized strength programs to personalized training regimens, in an attempt to mitigate risk while maximizing on-field impact. The complexity of this rumored comeback is remarkable, involving coordination between coaches, trainers, medical staff, and executives, creating a web of preparation that rivals any narrative from past blockbuster sports stories. Fans speculate endlessly about how this strategic orchestration might translate to real game scenarios, imagining how defensive coordinators will react to a lineman of Beckton's size and skill suddenly appearing on film after months of absence. The suspense surrounding his condition, readiness, and potential contribution generates its own kind of excitement, where the rumor transforms into an event in itself, regardless of outcome. Each leak, tip, or insider hint adds to a crescendo of anticipation, creating a scenario where every conversation, tweet, or social media post feels like part of an unfolding saga, turning Beckton's potential return into both a strategic development and a shared cultural moment for fans across the NFL universe. The city of Philadelphia itself seems to be caught in the whirlwind of rumor, with fans discussing Beckton's hypothetical return in bars, homes, and online communities, as if the mere possibility of his presence on the field alters the mood of an entire region. Local media outlets amplify every whisper, every potential sighting in practice, and every cryptic comment from the coaching staff, transforming speculation into a collective experience that feels larger than football alone. The rumor creates a narrative tension that fuels imagination, prompting debates about lineup adjustments, defensive matchups, and the psychological boost a returning player might provide. Even casual fans are pulled into the discussion, as Beckton becomes a symbol of hope, resilience, and the tantalizing what could be, embodying the unpredictable drama of the NFL. Analysts weigh in, some cautiously, others enthusiastically, projecting how his reintegration could transform offensive strategies and potentially alter the playoff picture. As the rumor grows, the line between speculation and reality blurs, creating an atmosphere of excitement and suspense that extends beyond the locker room, television broadcasts, and social media, transforming a single player's possible return into a story that captivates an entire city and engages fans across the league in a shared moment of anticipation and fervor. The psychological impact of Beckton's rumored return is another layer feeding the buzz, as insiders suggest that teammates are energized by the prospect of practicing and competing alongside a player of his physical stature and past promise. Speculation suggests that his presence could serve as a motivational force, inspiring improved performance across the offensive line and even trickling down to skill positions. Coaches are reportedly weighing not only tactical advantages, but also morale implications, imagining the intangible boost that a high-profile return could provide. Fans are obsessively theorizing about which games might feature Beckton first, predicting potential matchups, and imagining highlight reel blocks that could shift momentum mid-game. Online discussion boards and social media platforms are overflowing with diagrams, mock-ups, and animated speculation, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of rumor, anticipation, and narrative construction. The buzz extends beyond technical football analysis, entering the realm of cultural conversation, storytelling, and shared excitement, where every imagined scenario feels like a collective possibility. Beckton's rumored return is thus not only a question of talent or strategy, but a focal point for emotional investment, imagination, and communal anticipation, demonstrating the extraordinary power of rumor to shape perception, energy, and engagement across an entire fan base. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.